Morning, gentlemen. How's it going? Your favorite commissioner coming at you here for another live, well, not live, I guess. You guys are all watching this recorded. It's live for me. Edition of the League 9 recap. We're on week 15, or we finished week 15. We got one more week to go in the League 9, and then we're on to the League 10. Technically 1 week away from 10 years of this shit. So, congratulations to all of you who stuck with me through the years. I don't know how many people we got in here that have been, I think about 4 or 5 of us have been in it all 9 years. But anyways, we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the week that was, and should be a relatively short video, since I'm not going to really dive into the matchups that didn't matter. We're just going to focus on the championship here. So, as you're all aware, and I'm going to be totally honest with you here, sorry, I'm getting work notifications here. Don't they know I'm doing a league recap? Jesus Christ. Fucking work and wait, Jesus. Sorry, by the way, we're coming today from Chanhassen. I don't know if I said that, and I know it doesn't matter. I honestly didn't pay much attention to these matchups, mostly because these were more or less foregone conclusions, it seemed like. These really weren't close matchups at all this week, which is kind of sad considering we're playing for the championship, but I think you all know what the championship matchup's going to be, and I think you all know the implications that it has. So, anyways, let's dive right into it quick. First off, we have the matchup between, let's go with this one here. Let's go between Brandon and Matt. Matt, congratulations. You are on to the championship, 180.4 to 121. Matt is just dominating in playoffs. Actually, I want to look at something here. He has, so his first week, he put up 172 against Nate, and then this week, he put up 180 against Brandon. So, he's kind of on a tear here. I think he's like averaging like 176 points. I think that works out to be in the last in playoffs here. So congratulations to Matt. Anyways, let's dive into the matchup here. Brandon had Ryan Tannehill. He's been just doing phenomenal for him. So congratulations to to Brandon for having him on his team. Didn't really seem to matter though. Robert Woods also did well. Did well for who had Robert Woods in the Charts Challenge? Was that? I think it was Hawk. So maybe it not. Anyway, doesn't matter. We're not here to talk about Charts Challenge. 22 points for Robert Woods. He had 19 points out of Kamara, which who cares? Sat Gio Bernard on his bench, who could have easily taken the place of Robbie Anderson at his flex. He would have gained another 18 points there, but it would not have been enough to get him up to 180. Which is the score that Matt had. Moving on to his team, his lowest scoring player or players were his kicker and defense, both out 11. He had 29 points out of David Montgomery, 18 points out of Mark Andrews, 15 points out of Nick Chubb, 25 points out of Derrick Henry, 30 points out of DeAndre Hopkins, 18 points out of his wide receiver Justin Jefferson, and 23 points out of Tom Brady. So, Matt, I mean, if you put up another week like this next week, you will most likely win your first championship. So congratulations. Matt has had one other championship matchup in his tenure here. This is his 8th year in the league, and he has been in a championship matchup once against yours truly. And just for fun, I thought it'd be kind of fun to bring up those past matchups. So, actually, screw it. Let's click into the matchup. I was just going to do the score, but let's click into the matchup. Matt, in the League 3, so that would have been 6 years ago, you lost to Ultraviolent Ray, me, for 119 to 179. I had OBJ for 30 points, Jonathan Stewart for 21 points, Antonio Gates 23 points, Cairo Santos, Aaron Rodgers, Calvin Johnson, Brandon LaFell, Le'Veon Bell. I mean, just listen to those names. That's just hilarious. You had Andrew Luck get you 4 points. You had Alfred Morris, Fred Jackson, Demaryius Thomas. Oh, you had a terrible team. Anyways, you lost to me, but congratulations. You're in your your second championship matchup. Let's see if you can get it done this time. And let's go back to the second matchup of the week, which would be between Perk and Nick. And I haven't seen Nick since his altercation in the parking lot we had last week. Sorry, Nick. I hope everything's going well. I had hoped that you'd at least be able to snag a win this week. But I think to everybody's pleasure, or everybody is happy with the fact that Nick lost, because that means the Empire thing, money, championship, whatever you want to call it, goes into next year officially. Since Nick cannot win for the third year in a row, he will not be winning the $80. So next year it'll grow to $120, and whoever wins this week between Perk and Matt, they will have a chance at it next year, $120. Let's take a look at the matchup. Perk had Ben Roethlisberger. His quarterback got him 8 points. DK Metcalf, the Ghost, 9 points. And as I've been saying all year, the only reason Perk is in this is because of his running backs, i.e., Dalvin Cook, 27 points, Aaron Jones, 25 points. Yeah, he had Calvin Ridley give him 32 points, but he could have more or less gone without that. Deontay Swift, 22 points for him. His defense got him 2 points. He sat, Hurts, the other quarterback, 38 points on his bench. Ouch. But didn't matter. He had 155 points against Nick's 128. Nick, you had 31 points out of Tony Pollard, and that was about it. So Nick and Brandon will be facing off for third place. And I'm trying to pull this up here. So third place, as I think I said last week, is like $61. And Matt and Perk, both of whom have not won a championship, both of whom have played in one championship matchup, and will be playing for first place. Like I said last week, pays out $368, and second pays out $184. So good luck to you guys. And as I did with Matt, I'm going to do it to Perk too. Perk got second place in the League 4, so the year after Matt got second place, to a team called Slob on My Cob. I think we all remember who that was. Handful of Johnsons against Slob on My Cob. You guys are so immature. 148 to 177, Perk lost. He had Russell Wilson. Perk had Russell Wilson, Mike Evans, Eric Decker. Was it Kamar Aiken? Is that his name? K. Aiken. Clay Aiken? I think it was Clay Aiken. Devontae Freeman. Something called C. Michael. Running back. I don't know who the fuck that would be. Darren Waller, Jake Reed, Graham Gano. I don't know, some other fucks. And then Nate had Brandon Marshall, Jeremy Macklin, Antonio Brown, Cameron Artis Payne. Jesus Christ. Just, some of these names are just hilarious. Anyway, so, and really quickly here, we had the matchup for the plate. I beat Mitch, and Don beat Mike. So, Mike and Mitch will be playing for the license plate. Don has a license plate now. He can officially take that off his car after this week, since he will not be in contention for it this week. And then the other matchup between the two guys who lost last week, Nate and Corey. Nate won, but that was for absolutely nothing. So, anyways, matchup. We're going to have a new championship. We're going to have a new name on the jacket starting next time this week. So, next week this time. All right, so good luck to Matt, Perk. Sure. And, yeah, so good luck to everybody playing. Hope you guys don't end up with the plate. Hope you guys win some money. And we'll talk to you next week to wrap this baby up. See ya.